I know that we are still in the middle of summer, and I also know that a lot of us are still experiencing really, really crazy hot temperatures outside. But, well, I'm a personal stylist, and fall fashion is my favorite time of year. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi, my name is Oralia, and welcome. I'm so happy for today's video. I love fall fashion. I think it goes back to when I was a kid. You know, every year at the start of the school year, we would get brand new clothes, and it was always the best time because I loved getting new clothes. I loved being able to wear new stuff, and that has stayed with me as an adult. I look at every fall season as kind of like a renewal period. You refresh your wardrobe, you get new stuff, you get to wear more clothes during the fall and winter. I think that's really what it is. So there's more opportunity for really fantastic outfits. As a personal stylist, this is a passion of mine, as well as helping plus size women look and feel their most wonderful, beautiful selves. I truly, truly love helping women to do wonderful things with their wardrobe. I strongly, strongly believe that everyone deserves to look and feel beautiful. Doesn't matter what size you are. So that is why I'm so excited for fall fashions, because I think that this year we've got a lot of really, really good trends. And we're going to focus on the ones that I think are the most wearable for us plus size gals. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. The first trend that caught my eye was the strong shoulder trend. The way they showed it on the runway, though, was incredibly exaggerated. Runway is usually, at least the way I see it, an editorial view of what is trending, which means that it is not necessarily to be taken literally. So when you see these huge shoulders coming down a runway, I don't feel that retailers are going to want to invest in something quite that outrageous. They're going to ask a designer to scale it down, but the thought is there that we are going to be seeing a lot more tailoring, a lot more structure, and definitely much stronger shoulders in blazers and coats and things like that, which I don't think that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying go back to the 80s, although there is definitely an 80s, 90s feel to this trend. I am saying that there was something to be said for the shoulder pad, and the fact that the shoulder pad provided a little bit of structure. Now, not super exaggerated like it was like in the thick of the 80s and 90s, but at least some kind of structure in your blazers, your coats. That type of structure actually helps to balance the body out really well. And as plus size women, a lot of us want to create an illusion of a smaller waistline to create a more balanced silhouette. And the strong shouldered look will go a long way in helping you to achieve that. We're going to start seeing blazers that do have that structured shoulder. Totally here for this particular trend. I think that this is one that is going to benefit a lot of people. Alongside this is the return of the power suit. I think power suits are actually really pretty cool. I love a really nice trouser. I love a really great blazer. I also really have taken to enjoying vests as well. And all of these elements create that power suit. You could also add a pencil skirt to this if you enjoy wearing pencil skirts. The nice thing about a power suit is that you can break it apart and wear each of the parts separately. So you get a lot more versatility out of it. If you don't want to do a power suit, or if that's just not where your life is right now, then I would say take one or two of the elements and combine them into your wardrobe and wear them as separate so that it's not quite so strict, not so formal, but you have these pieces in your wardrobe and you can definitely wear them a little bit more dressed down and then also pull them together when you need to. There were a couple of coat trends that caught my eye. One of them is one that, well, it's considered a classic. It's not going to go anywhere. It hasn't in like decades, and that is trench coats. But what's different about trench coats this year is they're tweaking the silhouette of the trench coat. You got the classic trench coat styling on the top, but maybe with bigger, softer, rounder shoulders, or possibly the bottom, instead of it going straight down, it flares out. We saw that a lot on the Dior runways, which that's kind of their thing. Or you will find trench coats in different materials. So you'll find them in wool or I saw some in a croc embossed leather with color. There were trench coats with like one large print on it, you know, like a large flower on it. If you've already got a trench coat, you're all set. If you don't have a trench coat, you're going to be able to find a lot of different options out there for trench coat, but I would urge you to stick with something that's a little bit more classic in line and silhouette. If I were getting a trench coat today and I wanted to participate in the trend, but I wanted to be sure that I had something that would last, I would find a trench coat maybe in like leather or something like that, because leather doesn't go out of style. It would be a really nice addition to your coat wardrobe. If not leather and you don't want to do the traditional canvas that they use for trench coats, then I would do something maybe in a lightweight wool. So there's a lot of options for you as far as trench coats go, but that's one of the trends that we saw on the runway quite a bit. The other coat trend that was seen on the runways were maxi coats, which for petite women especially, the maxi coat can seem a little bit daunting. Why I like this is because a maxi coat does a really, really great job at creating a continuous line from shoulder to floor. And for us plus size short gals, that's not a bad thing necessarily, because it's going to help to slenderize and it will also help to elongate, as long as the coat doesn't overwhelm you. One of the things that I saw a lot when I was doing research for this particular video were the coats were dragging on the floor. I would not recommend that you get a coat that drags because that's just gross. You're not going to be able to wear that coat for long because it's been dragging on the ground. But I would definitely go for something that hits you below mid-calf on down to ankle length. This trend is actually really pretty cool. I like the idea of having a longer coat. I think that there is nothing really wrong with that. I think that it looks really nice. It's very sophisticated and you're going to look pretty current. Definitely one to think about if you are in the market for a coat. We're talking about leather dresses, leather shirts with pants and jacket, leather sets, all of those things. The leather trend has been here for a while. Leather shirts have actually been around for a couple of fall seasons already. Same with dresses. I saw a lot of leather dresses last year and they're going to be back this year. But the trend is to wear it all together at once, which that also was a trend last year. So kind of a refresh on the trend, maybe some new cuts, maybe some new styles, but really it's time to pull out your leather and don't be afraid to wear leather with leather. There are a lot of ways to make this particular trend wearable, like I did when I did my Nordstrom anniversary sale haul. I had an outfit where I was wearing a faux leather blazer with a faux leather skirt, and you guys ate it up. You loved it. And I'm really glad, because that's how you can wear the trend. If you have been collecting leather pieces for the last few years, or faux leather pieces, then you can easily accommodate this particular trend by mixing them all together. And they don't all have to be one color, because the common denominator here is the leather. You don't have to necessarily match the colors if you don't want to participate in this particular trend. If you've been collecting these leather pieces over the last few years, then you're all set for this particular trend. You don't even have to spend any more money on it. You've already got it. I love leather during the fall and winter. For me, those are quintessentially fall and winter. I'm here for that particular trend. I'm going to be sporting it like crazy. I don't know that I saw this so much on runways as I have seen just in retail out there, and that is the Western trend. Western boots are trending pretty heavily. I mean, if you take a look at what Target is rolling out for fall, there's a lot of Western in there. Same with Walmart. Nordstrom anniversary sale had a fairish amount of Western shoes in there. So anything Western leaning is going to be a hit. So that also includes fringe, anything suede, you know, any jeans, all of that type of Western wear is going to be really super popular. It has actually been creeping in, gosh, since about 2018, I want to say, was when I first started hearing Western is a trend. Now it's really, really taken hold. And so you're seeing it quite a bit. I think Taylor Swift has had something to do with that because of her Eras tour. The Western trend has now gotten hard to miss. It's everywhere. So if that's your vibe, then I say go for it and wear it and enjoy it. There's always at least one pattern that emerges as a trend. A couple years back, it was leopard print or animal print. This time around, we have got tartan plaid. Plaid is huge this fall, which that makes my heart sing because I love plaid. I really enjoy these menswear inspired prints during the fall and winter. So plaid is here. We're talking about plaid scarves, plaid blazers, plaid skirts, those types of pieces. And we're talking about pretty bold plaids in all kinds of color. I like it. I think that plaid is such a wonderful print. I love to wear it, especially as we approach the holidays. What I would say here for the plaid trend is if you've got any plaid pieces that you kind of put away in your closet, go ahead and start pulling them out because they are here again. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of affordable options, and you can darn well bet that I'm going to be bringing you all of these trends throughout the next few months to show you how to style them and to show you what's what out there that falls in line with them. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss any of that fall fashion styling content. I love it. It's going to be so much fun. The next trend that is emerging are bows, which bows have for the last couple of years kind of been here and there. I started seeing them as like hair clips. And then of course the shirt with the big bow tie, which in the UK they call it a pussy bow. They're not like new. They've been around. It's just that they're having a moment. To me, it reminds me of the 70s, even the 80s, where we would wear a lot of those shirts that came up to here with a big bow here. Also, the fact that it's in hair clips, that was a big thing in the 80s and it's back. Will I wear bows in my hair? Right now, no. I did it in college and I don't know that I could do it again. It just feels a little bit girly for me, but you never know. I could change my mind. Anyway, the bows can happen anywhere, by the way. It doesn't just have to be the hair or the neck. You'll see bows on arms. You'll see bows as embellishments on skirts. You'll probably see them on shoes. If we really trip back to the 80s, you're going to see them on earrings like we used to have back then. It's not a bad thing. I think the bows are really pretty. I wouldn't say that they're like age appropriate. I really don't like that term. It just is something that if you really enjoy it and you want to participate, then by all means do. Put a bow on your shoes. Like I said, for me, I'm feeling really nostalgic for the 70s. And so for me, that's an excellent look. I mean, you wear that under a jumper dress of some sort and take me back to the first grade. I'm here for it. I don't mind it. And I think that it's one that we can all pull off. I don't think that it's a size restrictive kind of thing or something that wouldn't look good on a plus size woman. I think it would look good on any woman. I'm going to talk about a couple of color trends here. The first color trend is the top color trend in my opinion, and that is the color red. I'm so happy that red is a trending color this fall. It is so beautiful and punchy and bright, and I'm talking about any kind of red, from bright warm reds to cool reds to true red on down to your burgundies and maroons. Any kind of red tone is really, really going to be popular this fall. Red is a power color, of course, and it is not for the faint of heart. However, if you want to incorporate the trend, there are so many ways to do it. It could be as simple as adding a red lip to your makeup looks, or you could add an accessory like a scarf, a bag, a shoe, and it doesn't have to be head to toe. You can do just one garment in your outfit as red. The other color trend that I wanted to touch on is brown, and I am so happy about that. I love brown. As you saw in my Nordstrom anniversary sale, there was a large, heavy leaning on brown in that haul because that was the one color that really, really stood out to me when I went shopping at the sale. I was just so attracted to that color. For me, brown is, again, one of those quintessential fall colors. It is one of the most versatile neutrals out there. It falls in line with things like gray, black, and navy, where you could pretty much put any color up against it and it's gonna work. For me, brown, it feels like chocolate, so yep, bring on the raspberry and the fuchsia and the red because it's like chocolate and berries to me. It goes well with black and it even goes well with neutrals. Hello, camel, and beige. So brown is really a fantastic, fantastic color, and I'm so, so happy that it is going to have a big moment this fall and winter. I'm excited. I cannot wait to start wearing my brown stuff. The last trend that I have for you is the bold earring trend. Actually, it's bold jewelry, but I'm focused on earrings because, well, earrings are my favorite piece of jewelry to wear. But the bold earring is making a comeback, which I just have to shake my head at because I've spent such a long time trying to curate a minimal earring wardrobe, and now we have bold earrings that are on trend. I mean, of course, my minimal jewelry wardrobe will always be in style. It's not going out of style. But a bolder earring is definitely coming. Now, I do have these bold gold hoops that I got from Majuri that I love to wear, so these count. Just be aware that we've got some bold earrings and bold necklaces that are coming down the pipeline. If you've got any bold jewelry hiding around in your jewelry cabinet, then I would go ahead and pull them out and start wearing them because they are trending for the fall. So I'm going to leave you with my Nordstrom anniversary sale haul where I create a few fall looks for you just to kind of whet your appetite. So thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in that video. Bye.